Alright, so this war we have Future Ant-Man, Omega Sentinel, and Colossus bands. Alright, so Boss Island, we have a Wong boss, that's Cassie, Quicksilver, Titania, Kingpin, Guardian, or Sunspot, Quicksilver. You have Fury, Mole Man, Kate, Bishop, you have Warlock, maybe even Civil Warrior. Storm X, you can S99 it. You can try with Civil Warrior and with Guardian. Nova, you've got Doom, you've got Absorbing Man. Hazard Shift is open, and Iceman, you've got Absorbing Man, and you can actually use Warlock. 1 through 3 on the way out. Atuma, probably best bet is Iceman, and just wait for the Cold Snap to expire. Can probably get away with not Namor. His reflection damage is energy based. Can probably get away with someone like Absorbing Man and just, eat the thorn damage and have the Uru up for physical resistance. Path 1, whole thing can be taken with Titania or S99. Path 2, Rintra, Titania, or S99. And then Domino, you can also take with S99, or you can go with Shuri. That's probably, or Nebula. And then Path 3, Infamous Doom, you have Cosmic Ghost Rider. You can also use Claire. 4 through 6 on the way out. Spidey Supreme, you've got Titania or Human Torch. Sauron on the way in, Civil Warrior or Viv. Path 4, Spot, Fury, Mole Man. Null, you've got Doom or Absorbing Man. Path 5, Cersei, you can use Mojo, you can use Doom, you can use Tigra. And then for Chavez, Human Torch, Titania. Path 6, Annihilus, either of the Dooms or Absorbing Man. And then Photon, you can go with a skill option. You can also use an armor burn option like Guardian or Civil Warrior, and just be mindful of her charges before Pure Light. 7 through 9 on the way out. Shuri, you've got Hulkling or Gallon. On the way in, Weapon X, you can use Absorbing Man. You can also get away with Thing. Path 7, Agent Venom, you can use Iceman, can also use Namor or Sunspot. And then Kindred, you can use, or you could use the whole Apocalypse for the whole path, and then use someone like Rolk or Mr. Negative for Kindred. Path 8, Absorbing Man, Titania, or S99. Gore, you've got Wiccan, Rintra. You also have Spidey Supreme. Path 9, Terrax, easy Absorbing Man. Can probably get away with someone like Titania in the Absorbing Man synergy, or Ant-Man. And then for Void, you can also use Absorbing Man. You can also use Jabari Panther or Shang-Chi there. 1 through 3 in Section 2 on the way in. Zemo, you've got Magneto or Civil Warrior, Vivian. Both would kind of take a little bit, but they're good options. Sasquatch, you've got Cassie, you've got Quicksilver, you've got Titania. Kitty Pryde, you can actually use S99, or you can go with Guardian. 1 through 3 on the way out. Korg, you can go with Iceman, you can go with Namor. Path 1, Mephisto, Human Torch with Nova Flame or Blade. And then Elsa, you've got Iceman or Sunspot. Path 2, Longshot, Titania or S99. Fury, really anyone. Apocalypse, Omega Red. And then Path 3, nothing really painful there. For Killmonger, CGR is going to be your easiest, and then you can use Omega Red or Apocalypse. 4 through 6 on the way out. Kate, Vivian probably works there. Sunspot will work. Iceman will work. Path 4, Mojo, Titania, or S99. Apocalypse. Suri is probably the easiest to avoid insult to injury. Can also use Guardian. Path 5, Hulkling, you've got Chavez, you've got Rintra, you've got Tigra, you've got Hood. And then Maw, you've got Cassie, Ant-Man, Quicksilver. I've taken that with Mr. Negative before. And then path 6, Mangog, same, Cassie, Ant-Man, Quicksilver, Mr. Negative, S99. 7 through 9 on the way out, Man-Thing can take with Absorbing Man, or you can go with Rolk. Path 7, Crossbones, you got Iceman, you've got Namor, and then for Dragon Man, you've got Nebula, you've got Cassie, Ant-Man, Quicksilver, Mr. Negative, S99. Gallon, you can go with Blade, or you can go with Tiger, Wiccan, or Rintrah. And then path 9, whole thing can actually be taken with Iceman. You can also take the Jabari with Absorbing Man or Warlock, and then use Warlock for Havoc. So that does it for defense. Let's take a look at attack. All right, so War 6 is against Pycb, and they gave us a pretty heavy armor burn ban. So today I'm going in with Titania, Absorbing Man, and Guardian. So a lot of first times for this season. Guardian's first time ever in War. Got path 4 in section 1, path 6 in section 2, and I actually take a mini boss on Boss Island. So going into path 4, we have a Mojo on the first node. We're going to take it with Titania. I had a plan of building to special 3 using heavies to get there to nullify, or sorry, stagger the fury he gains from either prompts or just the node when I gain a debuff. But I forgot with Mojo's special 3 animation that you end up in the middle of the map and not against the wall where Titania normally puts people, and that makes it really hard to corner him and just heavy chain until he's gone. So didn't think about that going in. I think that wouldn't really change too much of my strategy up. I might go special 2 into special 1, but for the most part I would keep my distance in heavy just to remove that fury. It's not that I'm insanely worried about dying, but just any error on my part is going to cost me with both the steady build-up fury and then the fury buff he gains from debuffs. So here we are, already at special 3. Use that PS1 so that we could get immediately to red. And as I said, this animation puts us in the middle of the map instead of where you want to be, cornered with Titania. So end up going in full combo, realize we can't really heavy here, kind of run out of the haymaker, and then it is what it is. So here I just decide, all right, let's build up the special 2 or special 1 depending on where his health bar is when we get to special 2. But overall, pretty safe fight. We don't have to worry about degen unless we eat one of these special 2s. And then from there, it would probably be KO, especially since prompts did not seem to want to reset on this node. Even this idle here, I think I don't catch it soon enough. And I was like, why did we both just stand there? And it was mostly because we're in this fight with a buff immune champ. So extra prompts I'm not too concerned about, especially when he's not close to red. Anyways, we went in with the special 2 there. Now we're going to combo to the special 1, and then we're going to finish it here with the special 1. So pretty safe fight. Went with the 7-star Titania instead of the rank 3 dupe 6-star, just for more attack in the challenger rating. Second node here, we're taking it with Guardian. We're taking Apocalypse. Again, not much to worry here. I'm going to go special 1 into special 2 to build a few charges. But we can't rely on parry here. I would not want to parry heavy to keep distance. I'm going to eat charges and turn them into armor ups doing that. And I'd rather have some charges when I get to the special 2. So I'm going to use his special 1 to get my distance and remove any weaknesses from long distance relationship. Here we are with our first special 1. And yeah, this is pretty much the fight. There's not really anything to worry about. Looks like I went for 2 special 1s. But yeah, it was interesting using Guardian for the first time. Could have built some more power. Wasn't sure how that works with insult to injury. Wasn't sure if it was going to be worth it to try and risk parrying a special attack to build power and missing the parry and actually eating the special attack, and then this fight going south because of it. So figured the safe bet was to just block everything. But yeah, this is kind of what comes out. Here's a special 2. when you ban a lot of the top armor burn champs. Path 6, the first fight here is an Annihilus, kind of a joke fight with Absorbing Man. So we're going to PS1 here as well. I think it's either, no, it's not running, so we're going to use it because one's expiring anyways. And really here it's just stay in Uru, block, bait, heavies, and retaliate. If you do get a stifle on you and you end up triggering an unstoppable, it's gone too fast to even worry about it. So here we're just going to constantly be able to refine Uru and then throw special 1 and then be ready to refine it again. And we actually get to a point where he's really close to KO right here, and I just decide punch into his block, and the crit through block takes out Annihilus. So that was Absorbing Man's only fight and the end of the fights that I was not worried about. Next, we're taking this Photon here with Guardian. Now, she's only a rank 4, isn't max sig, but I was really worried about this fight. You cannot parry or she's going to go untouchable, which means she phases and you can't hit her. She's got Pure Light, which means her special attacks when she goes into her Pure Light form. Special 2 will be completely unblockable. Special 1, last hit, will be unblockable. And your Dexterity Mastery, it does not work during the special attacks. The goal here was not to push her into Pure Light while she's holding a special 2. So what I was hoping to do was to block bait heavies, combo her, push her to 5 or to 9 charges, and when she was in that range, either bait out the special 1, then bait a heavy attack and heavy retaliate, or just go ahead and bait out a heavy attack and heavy retaliate so that we can push her into Pure Light, and then we can let that expire as we either A, and there we are with our first heavy retaliate, we either A, just kind of stall, or B, retaliate and combo her to create space, going immediately into blocks so that we don't take any special attacks. So she's not gaining charges when she's in Pure Light, so we just wait for it to expire, and then we're in this position where she has no charges and we've gained power. So I was going to go special 3 into special 2. Hopefully the charges from special 3 and the buildup over time will be enough to KO her. I wasn't quite sure. It was hard to replicate in a duel. But there we go. She is only at, looks like 6 charges. So we bait out that special 2. Missed the perfect block there. Was trying to perfect block that final hit of special 2. She's outside of the 10. Here we are at 9. Now I'm going to try and heavy retaliate. Didn't throw it there. Decided I wanted to bait out the special 1. So now we have even more of a safety net. Accidental parry there. It's fine. She's out of phase. Heavy retaliate. Now we wait out this form. It's fine against the wall. We're just going to bait out heavies. Retaliate. Instantly turtle. Repeat this process. We get an intercept there. We're at special 2. We throw it. And she goes bye-bye. So was super worried about that fight. Practiced a lot. Ended up being pretty clean. Not sure about a rank 5 there, but felt good. And then our last fight here, Kingpin was not sure how Guardian was going to out damage basically the resistance from AoE. So I think I've taken this fight with Omega Sentinel before. It's just full recoil, comboing him down, baiting out special 1s. But I saw this from Salsa, who took it in another BG, so luckily I had kind of a blueprint of how to handle this. My PS1, we're going to go to special 3. Then after that, we're going to go ahead and throw a special 1 as we're close to special 2, just to add on a few more charges. And then if Kingpin plays friendly, we're going to be able to get to special 2 with about 13 to 14 charges, and then drop the big special 2, and he should actually KO from it. So I thought maybe the crit resistance, even though Guardian doesn't crit, would affect his damage output. We wouldn't get as many of these burst damages from these basic attacks. But happily, I was very wrong. And Guardian actually, in my opinion, for armor burn, would be one of the top 2 options next to future Ant-Man. So there's our special 3. So far, so good. Kingpin's been throwing special 1s. Now on the back end here, we just need him to keep playing ball. The shock's stuck, so he's actually taking some shock damage. There's another special 1. Come on, get it out. He goes into overpower here, so I'm actually a little concerned. He needs to get the special 1 out and I decide let's go ahead and just remove that prowess so that we don't have any extra power gain. We don't deal with a special 2 with overpower. Special 1's out. Here's another special 1. Trying to get to that 2 bar of power. Next special 1. Feels like a pretty safe fight so far. Kingpin has kind of slowed down with his special 1 attacks here, so I'm getting a tad impatient, but it's fine. Finally throws that one. Here's the special 1 while we're close to special 2. Now we want to get to special 2 quickly. Starting to throw special 1 a little bit fast, so we're good. And he's already at 50% health here and there. We fail a dex back. Luckily, he did a short enough combo that he didn't get pushed to special 2, so we can recover without having to deal with unstoppable. It's actually just a pro tip of taking some hits to get some power so that we can get the special 2 faster. Here, Kingpin's not really playing ball. He's being a little timid. Didn't actually mean to hit him there. Almost got hit on a step back there. Want the special 1 out before we throw this special 2. He finally throws it. We go in, special 2, and it is enough to KO him. So Guardian showing up, a debut for me. Pretty good war. Our BG died to their BG 2-7, so we actually killed it this war compared to them. We ended up winning this war 12-7. So we're a little bit higher than we want to be for deaths, but luckily our opponent died more, so this puts us halfway through the season. We are 3-3. We're in a great spot to finish Masters as long as we keep this even 50-50. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed watching Guardian. Hit subscribe, give it a like, and I will catch you guys at the next war.